Oh, are you still alive getting eaten by crabs, bro? That's brutal, guys. That's brutal.
With the help of the Hand, I've invited a number of fine candidates to court. All have passed fair trials.
I want to seize the stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free Cities.
These pirates
You probably
are
should,
not the
though.
Free Cities.
Who do you think provides them with their ships and tender?
It isn't that simple, Rhaenyra.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
It may be a little overkill, though, but...
This knight will protect you as well. You should choose.
Okay, so they just don't want to put her in any type of, like, actual danger. I understand. I mean, if she's going to be the one that's taking over when he's gone, I think she should probably be coddled, at least until then, right? Guys, is she going to turn into, like, another Daenerys? And the reason why I'm speculating this is she's not extremely, like, diplomatic. She wants to fight the good fight for the most part, right? Or maybe like a mix of Daenerys and Arya, maybe? Because if she has to be told what to do in terms of like these type of like situations, it tells me that she probably isn't a very good diplomat.
Sir Arlen Dondarrion knighted me after we raised two of the watchtowers along the Boneway.
Dondarrion.
Seaguard, for instance, is the realm's prime defense against reavers from the Iron Islands.
Those men are tawny knights. My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Right, right.
Should he not?
Of course, Princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Criston's and...
Like, why make things weaker? Just because some random house has a better tie or a better claim.
Who's known real combat? Well, let us plan Sir Criston's investiture then.
This person here is always plotting, by the looks of it at least.
The Valyrian capital. You do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? I fear that she wouldn't understand them.
No, Your Grace.
I think she would, bro. I definitely think she would. I'm sorry.
It's only been half a year since my mother
I think
died.
she's a lot stronger than
Marry my father off and replace me as heir.
is currently being portrayed.
I know those...
Your father loves you.
What if your father was to remarry? Who? Her?
He didn't choose me, he spurned Daemon.
No, he chose you. He chose you.
I find this is a way to be with my mother. Here in the quiet of the steppes.
Guys, I think this movie, not movie, this show looks like a movie based off of how much CGI is in here, guys. I think this show is technically filmed better, but faker. If that makes any sense, guys, right? I do not think that this is real. I think this is all like green screen or CGI added, maybe, guys. But I think it looks visually better than the other Game of Thrones. So obviously based off of technology advances, guys, right? But I don't think that's the same feeling that that Game of Thrones kind of just instantly took on you, guys, or took over you. If that makes any sense, guys. So far, at least. But it's filmed better.
Sounds foolish.
Factually.
I don't think it's foolish.
But I think the fact that Game of Thrones used a lot of vintage lenses, and this is using like purely modern, perfect glass, I think that may be what's kind of altering
What can I say?
the feeling
Whatever you wish.
visually. Guys, what is their relationship?
Tenor at the small council today, Your Grace. It was not my intent to make offense.
Your
I don't
fleet
think
is
he
one of the
took
realm's
it
most important assets, Lord
as
Royce.
offense.
But you must understand.
With the Targaryen dragons and the Velaryon fleet bound in blood,
Wed the daughter. Like, aren't their kids like like super young, like 7 and 9 or something is.
You can show the realm.
Are those the kids that were at the jousting event? I'm almost positive. If that's the case, and these kids are babies, bro. That's weird. Unless there's some more kids somewhere. Or am I confusing this? Wait, I may. We're still early in the show, guys. Apologies if I'm confusing it.
We should be free to speak our minds to one another.
Guys, that's also a lot of wasted food sitting on the table, guys, because with their size, I don't think that they're eating a gigantic amount, and that's a gigantic amount of food on the table.
You can say whatever you'd like, you are the king. I discovered that Sir Criston was the only man among them with true battle experience.
You will make a fine knight of the King's Guard.
Interesting. Knight.
With Lord Corlys and Princess Rhaenys.
That was most charitable of you, Your Grace. I'm sure Lord Corlys appreciates
Oh, my God.
He proposed a marriage.
Bro, take this off the screen.
To combine the strength of our...
Bro, you put your hands in a bowl full of maggots. The actor did. I'm almost positive that's really happening right now, guys. God, guys. And then they put a microphone next to the bowl of maggots so we can hear them in full high definition. Oh no. Oh no, guys.
houses and demonstrate my reign's strongest...
Bro, just take the whole
desire.
finger off, bro. You don't need it anymore, bro. Please.
Lord Corlys is over. Replace her for duty's sake. You are the king, but I do not envy you.
I don't know what I feel about the hand, guys. I have no idea. But I don't think that he's like a good guy. He's plotting specifically for his own sake. It seems like, at least.
Somewhere.
What?
But too large for the dragon pit.
Some would say too large.
Guys, just when I thought Game of Thrones was not going to get weirder, right? Just when I thought. What do we even, guys, where do we go from here, guys, right? I mean, okay. Oh, man. Bro, she's like 10 years old, bro. 11. God, guys. I'm aware that a large portion of our planet, this still happens, right? But it's hard to encounter it on like a gigantic show, right? Such as this, made for like the West, I would say. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to, mentally wrap my head around this, guys. Is this what we're gonna be, guys? Let's go. No. Let's see where this takes
Do you
us.
know where she nests? So that we might strengthen the royal line and the realm.
That was the script.
Is that what your father told you to say?
Yes. Bro. God, guys, that's weird.
It bothers you, does it not?
It doesn't bother you?
Of course it does.
Okay, I'm just making sure, bro.
I understand the order of things.
So you're giving your daughter up for tribute, bro?
But they bent the knee to me and called me heir to the throne.
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
I mean... I guess it's like really easy right now because the king is alive, for everyone to kind of just bend the knee to her, right? Because in fact, the king is still alive, right? So what would happen if the king was not alive? Okay, maybe, potentially. Maybe everyone was just doing this to appease the king. Solid theory.
A good and kind queen will give comfort to your subjects.
This is why the hand
Does the small
basically
council have a particular lady in mind?
offered up his daughter. This one here.
Lord Corlys beloved.
I brought you something.
Come on, it's pretty obvious. Sentimental. Bro, she's plotting also. I wouldn't trust it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Bro.
The hand, Your Grace.
Of course. Just in time.
Has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace.
Send him to the wall.
Yes. Bro, I don't trust it. Let the king go. Because you, if you succeed, you're gonna be like, so what can you offer me? Right? Maybe you can marry my daughter and become queen. Bro, listen, I don't trust this man at all. I'm sorry. I think he's plotting, guys. Guys, if it's this obvious that you should not trust this man, for me, the viewer, how does the king not understand that?
Lady Missaria is to be my wife.
This is an abomination. With every breath you soil your name, your house, and your brother's reign.
Our love does not know titles and traditions.
Another one? Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that we're probably gonna get a couple of good, like, dragon on dragon battles throughout this show, guys. Everything also tells me that they're gonna be spectacular.
And be done with all this bother.
He's not going to. I think he's infatuated with you. In a weird way. In a way only Game of Thrones can deliver, probably. So she isn't really a good diplomat, but she's an amazing diplomat at the same time. Noted. Noted. We're here. I guess in this very specific situation, because she knew she kind of, had the trump card in a sense, guys. This is the castle that Dragonstone, no, not Dragonstone, that Daenerys was in.
I came to you to be liberated.
Liberated.
From everything. Right. Every single thing that she just defined. You chose wrong. You chose the bad boy. Right? That's what you did here. You chose the bad boy. Nothing good comes from that. It'll be fun. Full of drama, but nothing good comes from that.
That's all I would ever give, Your Grace.
Okay. We'll see.
Ever since my name was
What's to mislike?
She is 12.
12.
Mature.
I never asked to remarry.
As king, you
have
have a
to.
claim on all things.
I guess.
He would not dare withhold them in the face of the realm's need.
You never
Who is
know.
he to act to me?
If you truly want my unencumbered opinion,
I do.
You have to marry
you
the
should wed
child.
Lena Velaryon, Your Grace.
Oh, I knew it. Yeah,
Save
that's
Lord
the only
Corlys and
option.
Fix him at your side, permanently as an ally.
Bro, that's just nasty. I understand, guys. I mean, listen, you're put into a position where you have to kind of decide if you need to marry a 12-year-old or not. I would never want to be put into that situation. But the father is absolutely holding you kind of hostage here, right? Because if you don't, everything terrible can happen and most likely will, right? Seriously. But if you do, you're kind of a weirdo, bro. Right? I mean, I'm sure no one around you is going to look at you crazy because you're a king and you're apparently allowed to have the weird. You can have your oddities, right? Oh God, guys. Yeah, she has like warrior energy, guys.
You are my only heir. You could have been killed.
Nah, not by him.
May I sit?
I sometimes forget how alike you both were.
The mother?
I could never replace your mother.
I think she understands that.
And so your first duty is to the realm.
I think she understands. But who are you marrying? The 12-year-old? Or the Hand's daughter? It's a terrible decision, guys, because the Hand needs to go.
Tomorrow, my lords.
Right now.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Don't get too happy. He could give you a twist.
I intend to marry.
This one. Just please don't give me no child bride. There we go. I figured it.
Is Valerian, the greatest power in the realm. House Valerian's origins reach back to old Valyria.
So the father's marrying like her best friend? Who are you talking to? Guys, I 1000% saw this coming, guys.
Some Mirish prince is feeding Westerosi sailors to the crabs.
Bro, he's about to become a monster. Ew. I think it's starting to get good now, actually. So the first episode we saw, I was like, okay, yeah, we have a whole new type of thing, similar to Game of Thrones, same type of characters, etc., right? The ending of this episode changed a lot of that. I do think that this is going to be a solid entry to the catalog of Game of Thrones. A lot of CGI, that's a little... It's overdone, okay? Listen, if we could just have like the solid... like dialogue, laden scenes. Those are cool. I like those type of things, guys, right? The CGI is cool also, no complaints here. I did not expect, well, I kind of did expect it, guys. I absolutely did expect the kid, not the kid, the Hightower girl to be the one that he ended up choosing, because I did not think even Game of Thrones was going to kind of dig that deeply into marrying a child. That was crazy, right? The whole idea of that was crazy, but by not marrying the child, you just lost your strongest partner. So life, I guess. But alright, guys, listen, if you guys want to see the full length reaction to this very specific video, it is on Patreon at the second tier. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.